Nigeria, and he died suddenly. So Mom had to bring all of us back to Ghana again to start life afresh. You can imagine where we were in life, and then suddenly, boom, everything went down. It was very, very tough. And we 6 children. I have an elder brother, 4 sisters, and me, the youngest. So we have 4 in the middle, 1 boy and 1 boy. Okay. And that's me there. I think I was sleeping. So it was very, very tough when we went to Ghana to, like I said, to start life afresh. And Mom has 6 little stomachs to feed. And you can imagine your husband is dead. The house where we went back into, they were building it, so you can imagine there was no windows. The floor wasn't plastered. But it was terrible, believe it was terrible. That was what we had to go back to Ghana. And most of the time we had to actually eat hot chili. It burns, we drink water and we go to bed. Yes, it was very, very tough, very, very tough. But that's life. You don't let things beat you down. You have to rise up, okay, and tell life that you can do better. So that's what we went through. I worked as a shoemaker to make ends meet. Okay, I used to have my shoe box. Shoe shine, thank you. Shoe shine box. I'll be banging it, going from door to door, asking for shoes and slippers to polish, to mend, to make money. Okay, so that was what I was going through when my dad suddenly died, and we had nothing. And we have this local food bank. We use, you know, when you finish cooking, the inside you put water, it becomes soft. Yeah. You pour the water out and then we eat. Okay, we eat to survive. Thank you. So mom thought it was very, very tough for her. So my uncle advised her that you have to move away. Okay, so my uncle and my auntie, they put money together and they bought a plane ticket for Mom to come to the UK. And obviously, as a single parent of 6 children, she needed somebody to do what? Support her. Okay, so she got married. I was jealous, but what can I do? What can I do? So Mom got married in the UK and life went on. So I joined Mom and my 4 sisters, my 3 sisters initially, myself. We joined Mom in '98. Okay, so that's about 15 years ago. And I was happy I came to the UK. Imagine you're coming from Africa, you're happy to come to the UK, isn't it? Of course, yes. The first time you are going to sit in a plane. I was very, very happy coming to the UK. Started secondary school and was very, very bullied. There were times where I would wake up in the morning, I would be sitting on the bed and thinking, why should I go back to school? Okay, my school is just the Brampton Manor. I was bullied because of what? My accent. African boy, what do you know? it was terrible. And if you've been bullied before, believe me, you know where I'm coming from. And my English wasn't that, I couldn't communicate. I could understand what you were saying to me, but to communicate back to you was very tough for me because where we're coming from, English is not our first language, it's the second language, so you can imagine. So I had to, actually, this friend of mine, Jeffrey, he was from Ghana, he was my interpreter. So I speak P, and then you interpreted English for me. Okay, so that was life. So managed to go through the school system, completing my GCSE in 9 months. Okay, so I went straight into year 11, and then after 9 months, I was able to complete my GCSEs, and completed a degree in computer engineering. And I always had a passion to escape the rat race. And whilst I was getting nearer to my degree, I asked myself, because before you finish your education, what do they give you? Certificate and what? Application for to do what? Look for a job and complete your CV. Yes, that's what they will give you. So I asked myself, what if I don't want to work for anybody? Okay, so that was where my story started. And I knew that working for someone wasn't going to take me to financial freedom. Who here agrees with me? Yeah, working for somebody will never, ever, let them keep on telling us the lies. It will never take us to financial freedom. It will never. Okay? You have to break free and start working for yourself. Okay? And I don't hate jobs. Jobs are good, believe me, because jobs will put food on your table. Jobs will put a roof over your head. Jobs will put clothes on your body. But whilst you're working for somebody, you are planning on the side. That's where most people will get it wrong. Okay? Once we get comfortable at a job, we want to be there for 10, 15, 20 years. They can pluck you out and put somebody there within a split second. Okay? And it's happening. You see so many people, they are losing their jobs. Why? Because somebody's got authority, power over them. Because they don't come tomorrow. And all your finances ends. Okay? So have a plan B. Have a backup plan, just in case anything happens. Yeah? Okay, so retired for working for somebody 7 years ago, age 23, and trading options in the stock market. Okay? And that's my daughter there, home office. If you, okay, I have a 90% success rate, okay, teaching people how to generate monthly income, okay, from home without selling anything to anyone, just 10 clicks of the mouse. Very, very, very simple. And most of my students will testify, okay, the support, the mentorship I give after, okay, the training. I don't just train you and leave you. No, 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 no. Believe me. Believe the amount of course I get during the night, during the day. And I still have to push up because I've made a promise to set people financially free. I have my journal there. When you open the first page, I have a quote. My mission here on this planet is to empower people to become financially free so that they can serve whatever they serve. If it goes my way, I want them to serve God. But if they want to serve anything, then that's fine. So at least that's what I'm here on this planet to do. So if I die and go and God asks me what have you, then at least I can say this is what I came to do for your people. Yeah? Okay. I've coached hundreds of people who have made 5-figure incomes all over the world working from home. And I'm also the author of the 5 and 5 plan. It's a very, very good book. It's very, very small, but what you have is a new way to achieve financial freedom and retirement through share renting.
That book is dynamite.
Thank you very much. Okay, that's the one testament. So at least everybody should get a copy. Okay. It's what I do, the share renting, the process, the simplest things in life, make things great. Okay. Enough about me. I'm going to cut to the chase here. What's your financial plan? Okay. Do you have any financial plan? Just in case anything happens. Yeah, it's a very tough question. Believe me, very, very tough question. And please don't get me wrong. It's not a bad idea if you don't have a financial plan. Okay? It's not bad. As long as you are alive, there are always opportunities to start. And it doesn't matter how old you are. Colonel Sanders, KFC, who knows how old he was when he started KFC? 60s, thank you. Yeah. 65, I think 64, 65. Yeah, 64, 60. He started KFC, and now KFC is where? Everywhere. So KFC is everywhere. So it doesn't matter. Age is just a number. The mind doesn't grow old. Believe me. The mind doesn't grow old. It's just the body and the activities you can do while you're young and when you are old. Okay, so the mind, believe me, is the most powerful thing, and it doesn't grow old. Yeah? And very important announcement. If you don't start to make plans or set goals for your future, you will automatically fall into what? Someone's plan. Yes. They will design a plan for you. You come to work, you go to break. If you're going to break, you have to ask somebody, please, can I go for a break? Yes, can I go for lunch? Okay. It's terrible. Very, very terrible. Okay. So if you don't set plans, don't have goals for your life, somebody will definitely do it for you. And studies show, and we've all heard the saying, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. And it's true. Okay. By being here, if you didn't plan this morning to come here to this exact venue, would it be possible to be here? No, you'll be somewhere in maybe Wales or Ireland, because there's no plan, there's no roadmap to follow to come here. Okay, so it's very important to have this plan in your life. And retirement facts: a record 33% of people now plan on working past the age of 65. Yeah, 65. I went to Asda, I think Asda was Sainsbury's, and on the till, there was this man, very, very old man, very, very frail, and he was stacking the shelves. And I stopped and looked at him and thought, wow, wow, what happened? Didn't anybody at least showed him there's a better way when he was young or when he was getting started? Okay. This is a friend of mine. His dad is, I think, late 70s, and he was there. He's retired. He's enjoying his retirement. And one day they got a knock on the door. There was this man. He came in, very, very lovely man. They gave him tea. He was happy. They were happy, and they asked him, "Why are you here?" He said, "Oh, I'm from HM. I think HMRC, Her Majesty's. Is it revenue?" And he said, "Sir," he said, "Yes. We've been overpaying you for the last 20 years. We've been overpaying you for the last 20 years in your retirement money. So please, bring it now, or we have your retirement, your monthly retirement, what do they call it? Retirement pension, or we have it. So whether you give us the money now, which is in the thousands, imagine over 20 years overpayment. I'm not sure whether they're trying to scheme people, they're trying to get money from people, I don't know. But apparently he's been overpaid and he had to pay the money back. And two options, whether you pay all the money or have your pension plan. So they chopped it in half. And you can imagine, almost 80 years, the money he's receiving is about £300 a month. How scary is that? I don't want anybody in this room to be affected in the future like that. Yeah? Do we all agree? Yeah. And 31% of workers have saved nothing for retirement. Nothing at all. Most people, they have a negative bank account. Okay? They are near retirement, but their bank account is negative. There's nothing in there. Okay? So 31% cannot afford to actually retire. And 30% of adult children will contribute financially to their parents. And we are starting to see that, don't we? Yeah. We will contribute financially to our parents, and it's going to grow, okay? Because you wouldn't be happy if your mom or dad is struggling to make ends meet. You have to chip in one or the other. Yeah? And a record 51% doubt they can pay for living expenses in retirement. Okay. It doesn't matter if you are 20, if you are 30, if you are 50. The whole point of being here is you are having a plan. Just plan ahead, just in case, because you never know what will happen. Like, I'll keep on repeating that because repetition will reinforce my message, which is very, very important. Planning towards financial freedom is very important. Have a plan. A realistic plan where you can follow. Okay. We have to take back control. You have to take back control. I can't possibly help you, but you have to take back control. And how do you take back control? And investing in anything is only risky if you have no control. Who agrees? Yeah, imagine, I'm not an expert in, let's say, a car dealership. Let's say I'm buying and selling cars. I'm not an expert. And I'm trusting somebody who's, I'm not trusting somebody who knows the inside and out of the car business. I'm just trusting somebody who recommended, oh, this business is good, I've heard that this business is good, and I put money in. What do you think will happen to my money? I'll lose it because I have no experience, because I'm investing in something that is risky because I have no knowledge. Would you let your gardener operate you, do a brain surgery? Exactly. You will not allow your gardener to do a brain surgery on you. Why? Because the gardener doesn't have the right qualifications to perform the brain surgery. The same thing when it comes to our finances. Would you take advice from your hairdresser when it comes to your financial, your finances? But most of the time when we go to salons, that's the topic. They will advise you, this business, you put money in there, boom, it's gone. And you're back to square one. Okay, so don't invest in something you don't have control, you have no knowledge about. Okay, so investing is only risky when you have no control. And most people, they give what? They give their control, their financial futures to what? Financial advisors. We went to a bank, I think nationwide, and there was this financial advisor lady, very young lady, and she said, we have this great credit card, very, very low rate, why don't you take one? I said, look, I don't like credit cards, I don't do credit cards. I prefer to save the money and buy, old-fashioned guy. And I asked her, how many cards do you have? And she said 11. 11 credit cards. You are supposed to be my financial advisor. You're advising me and you have 11 credit cards. I said, no. Okay, so what we give our financial control, our finances to our financial advisors. And most financial advisors are what? They're just salespeople. They're selling you on the products that their manager has recommended them to sell on the day. They don't care about us. No, they don't care about you. Okay? And guess what? They don't even invest in what they are selling. Okay, you go to Halifax, you go to any bank, they say, why don't you invest in the UK stock market? This return, they show you fancy graphs. They are talking, but you ask them, have you invested? No. So why should I invest my hard-earned money in this if you haven't even invested? Okay, but that is what we do. It's like we've been brainwashed into doing something that where if we take our time, and educate ourselves, we can be more educated investors than all these bankers, all these salespeople in the banks. They don't care about us. All they care about is we put our money in there. Do you know that any £1 you put in a bank, the bank is allowed to lend out £10? Who knew that? Exactly. Any £1 you put in your deposit account, okay, they call something leverage. The government, I call this legalized crime. The government has given them the ability to the same £1 to give to 10 people. How sad is that? Because the bankers and the government, they do what? You scratch my back, I'll scratch your back. They are friends. They go to dinner together. They are same level of people. They talk together. Same club, thank you. So the government and the banks, they're like husbands and wives. Okay. Financial education is key to control. Okay. Your financial education is key to taking control of your financial future. It's that simple. Okay. Financial education shouldn't be very, very hard or difficult. Okay. It's very, very simple. You put money in something, you get a return. Put money in something, you get a return. Even if you wait for a few months, a few years to get a return, you wait. We are not competing against each other. You see, I always use this analogy. You know, a traffic light. For example, when you're driving, somebody will go past. You go to the traffic light, the person is there. And I'm thinking, wow, they are still on the same line. Okay, so don't compare yourself to what somebody has achieved. Be content with what you have and have gratitude. Okay? Every single day, there's not a single day I don't write 20 things I'm grateful for. It shouldn't be I'm grateful to have an aeroplane. No, it should be very, very, very big things. The smallest things you have. I'm grateful to have eyes to see. I'm grateful to have arms to write. All these little things. When we are grateful for all these things, don't you think God will show us a better way? Okay, so be grateful for what you are, and don't compare yourself with what people have achieved in life, because we weren't born on the same day. the plan for your life, the plan for my life is totally different. Okay? We have to find our core vision, why we're here on this planet. Okay? Very, very important. So financial education is key to your control. And what does this mean? It means uneducated investors, like I was saying, they lose because the stock market was created for one simple reason, okay? To transfer money from uneducated investors to educated investors. Is that simple? Stock market is made up of two camps. 5% of the people on this side, 95% of people on this side, okay? The whole point is they're trying to transfer money from the 95% of uneducated people towards the 5% of educated people. So most people you hear talking about the stock market, they either lost money. Yeah, most people, they say, oh, stock market is risky, I've tried it, I've lost money. Okay, it shouldn't be. You have to know, you have to learn a strategy where you can be part of the 5%, okay, not part of the 95%. So, stock market is created to transfer money from uneducated investors to educated investors. And most people's retirement funds, back in 2008, it was wiped out overnight, okay? Because most retirement funds in the UK, the US, they have the money in the stock market. So if your retirement account is within the stock market, it was wiped out in 2008 when the recession hit, okay? But what if they had a way to insure their money? Don't you think they could have saved at least their money within the stock market? Yeah. You see, in the stock market, there's another side of the stock market where you can become like an insurance broker. You become like an insurance broker. So you insure somebody else's risk, and the person will pay you money up front. So you're like an insurance company, collecting the rental premium every month from the person. Another side of the market is where you have control of a company. You buy insurance to protect your capital. Who here would like to protect their capital? Yeah. My mission is any student I teach or I coach is to help them preserve their capital. The amount of returns they will get on their money is a bonus. Because I wouldn't like any student of mine to lose their capital. Okay? It's very, very important to me. So I'll help you protect your capital through what? Insurance. I'll go to that. Okay, before I go into the trading strategy, okay, I'm going to share with you what my mentor, Millionaire mentor, taught me about the mindset to have within the stock market. Yeah? Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay. On page 9 of your booklet. Okay. Robert Kiyosaki is a best-selling author of Rich Dad Poor Dad. Who has read that book? Please, if you haven't, please get that book and read it. It's very, very good. It opens your mind to the possibilities, okay, out there. And he said the most powerful asset we have is our mind. Okay? And he says if trained well, can create enormous wealth. Okay? As human beings, our minds are everything, believe me. If I take my mind from my body, I will not be the same person, would I? If I chop my hands off, would I be the same person? Or I would? Yes, I'll be the same person. If my leg is off, would I be the same person? I'll be the same person. I'll just get plastic leg and put it on. But the mind can never be replaced. Okay, so the mind, like I keep on reinforcing, is very, very powerful. And the millionaire mindset you have to have, okay, to win this game in the stock market is you your invisible wealth creates your visible wealth. Okay, what you have here, okay, it's not visible, invisible. What you have here manifests, okay, is what comes out. Okay, so whatever you think about you say, okay, I'm not good, I can't succeed. You are reinforcing that message, okay, and it becomes a part of you. Okay, you can never escape from that. And Brian Tracy said, you become what you think about most of the time. And we have to change our thinking to do what? To make it in life. And El Nightingale also said, we live in a world of cause and effect. Okay? A world of cause and effect. And we must control our thoughts in order to control our lives. Okay, so if you want to control your life, you have to control your thoughts first. Okay, thinking. And not many people are aware that what you think about, okay, your situation translates into the outside world. Okay, it's true. What I have inside is what I will manifest to you. Okay, so it's very important we take good care of what we have here. And he said, in order to change what is happening on the outside, you need to change the belief patterns on the inside. And change your thinking about the limiting beliefs you have about yourself. Okay? Don't limit yourself. Because human beings, we are very, very powerful. Very, very powerful, believe me. You see, if a man has been able to put metals together to fly unaided in the skies, don't you think we can achieve anything? When they are fixing a plane, when they open the inside, the intricate wires that goes within that plane, the cockpit, the delicate instrument they have in there. And I'm thinking all these things are coming from the mind of a man. But when it comes to our own selves, when it comes to our beliefs, we're like in a box. Okay, we very, 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 I don't know how to put it. I'm sure you are getting the picture. Okay, when it comes to ourselves, we are very, very quiet. We accept anything that comes in our way. No. You have to say, no, I don't accept it. At least I will try. If I feel so what? Brush myself and move on and try another thing. Okay? And what you think today, tomorrow, the next month, the next year will mold your life and it will determine your future. Okay? And you are guided by your mind. And the mind is a powerful thing. It can take you through walls. That's a Davis alien. So, how magnetic are you to money? Okay. You have to be very, very receptive. You have to be magnetic to attract money. Okay. It's a very, very simple concept, but it's very, very hard for people to accept that in order to attract anything in life, just be a magnet to that thing. If, for example, I'm thinking I'm broke, what do you think will happen in my life? I'll be broke for the rest of my life. If I'm thinking I'm intelligent, I'm a person of good value. I'm a person that can add value to a person's life. I'm a person that can empower a person to achieve more in life. I'm a person that can manifest things, extraordinary things in my life. Don't you think I can achieve it? Because you're a magnet, you become a magnet. People of the same mind attract to you. Believe me, if you haven't tried it before, try changing your mindset to a better mindset, and you see the kind of people that you attract in your life. They will seem to have the same mindset, isn't it? Because anything that you talk about, they will also be talking about the same thing. Although not exactly the same, but it will be